Yo, man, we are back. Yo, football is here, y'all. Football is back. What's up, y'all? 3-man rush. Yo, T.O. still. What's going on, y'all? Y'all
What
ready?
up? What
Howdy,
up?
boys.
Y'all
Howdy,
excited, man? Y'all
boys.
excited? Y'all don't sound excited, man. What's up, man?
See,
Man,
I'm
we
super
20.
excited. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what you're talking about. I've been waiting pretty much 365 days for football to start.
Yeah, your fantasy season ended a little bit early. Still,
Yeah, it's been
still, you excited, man? You ready for this game, man?
Man, I see everybody here excited. Everybody got on their dad hats today.
Man,
Everybody flowing. Everybody ready.
out
I just need a cut, man. That's what I got. But I'm representing
Nobody
my
even
boy
got.
brand Belushi.
100%.
Go to BelushiBrand.com. Pick yourself up a hat. But without further ado, man, we're gonna jump right into the first matchup, man. Got the Chiefs, defending champs, and the Lions, man. Like, what do you guys think about this, man? T.O., what's the line on that game right now? What you
The
got?
line on DraftKings currently is at 52.
52. Has it
52
moved?
over under.
Like, now we know like Kelce is questionable. I mean, do you think that line's gonna drop?
Kelce ain't questionable. Kelce is not playing. I don't know what
You
all
don't
this
think he's
hope
playing?
is. He's not playing. Like, you got a
Hell
bone
no.
bruise 2 days
Come on,
before the game.
listen.
No way you
Sure.
go out there and
There's a
play.
lot of fantasy owners out there that have Travis Kelce and they drafted him very high. Don't give us that bad news. I ain't one of them.
Go
I don't want
venture,
to hear that.
go venture to the waiver wire. I mean, go pick up a guy like the guy in the same game actually, Sam Laporta. I think he could be a good plug-in. Good,
Rookie.
yeah. Like I mean, with a high scoring total like that with 52 points, I think he can get involved. Jared Goff, they got to upgrade on their line. I think he'll have a lot of time to sit back there, pass the ball more,
Mhm.
and you know, T.J. Hawkinson was a very valuable tight end when he was on the Lions last year. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
know
the
he's
rookie can
happy. He
step in
just
there and
got
do
that
something.
check. What you think? Still,
Hey, I've been hearing a lot of good things about the guy Laporta, man. Like,
he's a rookie,
I don't
though,
really watch
man.
it.
You can't expect much from a rookie, especially rookie tight end. Like we all know what happened with Mr. Kyle Pitts last year with all the hype. So,
I mean, he wasn't a rookie last year. I don't. It
oh, yeah, I
just
mean,
that was
yeah,
more so
before. My
quarterback.
bad.
Kyle Pitts had a pretty good rookie season. So, I mean, it remains to be seen. We'll see. And it's week one, Thursday night. So it may not be the best play, but
Yeah, I
you
feel like
you
Thursday nights are never high scoring. They like
What?
you think I feel like we get the worst matchups on Thursday nights.
You are
I
talking
definitely
about
I agree.
Thursday night usually, not the season opener Thursday night. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
All
The
right.
NFL know what they're doing. What are you
Yeah, there's no
talking
game
about?
in between. I guess you got to put there's no game in between this Thursday night. There's no
Yep.
Sunday game
All right.
4 days
Tio, you're
before.
a resident gambling expert or degenerate or
All the
52
above.
point over and under. what do you think? How's it going?
It hits the over. Easy over
Easy.
on this one. Like, the over was 54.5 when it first opened up. It dropped down to 52 with Kelce. I think Patty Mahomes finds a way to get it done easily.
So I mean,
Like,
what do you think? I mean, that line dropping, I mean, it got me nervous, man. Vegas, they know something. You know, they always know something.
I'm gonna
They
give
dropped
you
it for a reason.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna give you Patrick Mahomes opening game stats since 2018. Okay,
Mm. In which he
4-0
always
record.
had Travis Kelce with him. But go ahead.
Yeah. Travis Kelce was with him, but 4-0, 1,182 yards in 4 games, 13 touchdowns, 0 picks, 133.7 passer rating.
Dang.
I think this is lights out. Lights out. I mean, I think the Lions do keep up and stay in the game with them. I'm a little nervous about the bet I put in. I put Chiefs 6.5. I don't know if they cover it. I don't know if
You're
they
not
cover the
covering
six and a
now?
half now. I mean, not with Kelce out of there, but
Yo,
I see
let us
him
know
winning
in
the
the
game.
comments if y'all think Kansas City going to cover that 6.5 or is T.O. going to lose his money.
I think this is another one. I think I'm gonna be walking away with my hand in my head. Head in my hands over here, man. Like usual.
All right, right now we got Patrick Mahomes projected for 32.9 fantasy points. This is based off, our league projections. We do half point PPR, but what do you guys think? Over or under that 32.9 for Patrick Mahomes?
Uh, I'm gonna go with the over, man. Hearing those stats since 2018, even though he doesn't have Kelce, I don't think the Lions defense is that solid. I know they just picked up former Steeler Cam Sutton at the cornerback, but it's
They got
Patty
a
out
pretty
here,
nice
man.
pass rush. I'm surprised, in the offseason that the Lions didn't trade up to get Jalen Carter. They drafted the running back, added to the offense, but if they would have got another rusher, or edge rusher to go with Hutchinson, that defense would
For
have been
sure.
nice. But so you say over going with T.O. I'm gonna take the under 32 points. I mean, Patty is a beast, but he's always had Tyreek or Kelce with him. And without both of them, he might as well be throwing it to us three. You know what I mean? I don't, I ain't got the 4.2 speed no more. So you know what I mean? So
No more, huh?
No more, aka it never existed. I don't know what you're talking about, Tommy.
All right,
It was
let's
like
move on to the
24.
running back position. Isaiah Pacheco projected for 10.6 points. Over under, y'all. What do you think? He's hitting that? Pause.
Yeah.
Thumbs down to
Thumbs
you.
down. Thumbs down on that one. I think this is a McKinnon game. I think it's going to be a lot of dump offs to McKinnon. I don't think Pacheco is really going to
I
be
mean, if
effective.
you think that, then you think that Detroit may be winning, because that's normally, when the Chiefs may be coming from behind, they're going to want to dump it off, try to catch up. But
no, I think Patty's just going to use the weapons that he's comfortable with out there, like his receiving core. This is how I see the game playing out. I see a couple deep shots to MVS. I see Sky Moore. Yeah, he's going to drop. He's going to drop about 75% of the deep shots that he throws. He might catch one and take it to the house. All right, Sky Moore, he's a wild card to me. I have no idea. Is he coming? They use him with a lot of screens, a lot of out of the backfield stuff. I don't know whether he's an actual number one receiver. I don't know how they're going to plan to use him. So I see somebody Mahomes is comfortable with, like McKinnon. I don't know if you know in that playoff run and the Super Bowl, he's the guy coming out the backfield. So I see a lot of dump offs to him to make up for Kelce's absence.
Yeah, I mean, that could be true. That's true. Still, what do you think? He's in that benchmark? Go ahead.
Pacheco at 10.6. I think he goes over, man. 50 yards and a touchdown.
That's all he needs.
That's all that's needed. So I think he easily gets that.
He's a hard runner. He's coming off that shoulder injury from the offseason, so he didn't play any in the preseason, but I know he's been practicing lately. So, I mean, 50 yards and touchdown, yeah, I can see him for that,
If he doesn't get the touchdown, do you see him touching it? Do you see him get?
So I guess you can say he needs that touchdown.
He needs that touchdown.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he gets a goal line draw play. I think that's what happened.
I don't know. He a little light in the ass over there, man. I don't know if he want that goal line action.
That young man runs hard.
So he runs hard.
He runs hard.
He runs hard, but
that don't mean the goddamn thing. You going up against Aiden Hutchinson over there. I mean, at the goal line. I don't think you
run the opposite way. Do some misdirection.
All right, what do you think about Jerick McKinnon? Projected for 9.1 points.
He's the one I like. I like him over on that. Like I said, with the receiving out the backfield, I think that's easy, especially with our scoring format with half-point PPR or a full PPR. I think he's
Yeah, I think McKinnon balls out. I think he's going to benefit a good amount this game.
All right, if you can only pick one, McKinnon or Pacheco, who you starting, who you sitting?
McKinnon, easy.
McKinnon, easy?
For week one?
For week one.
McKinnon. In this matchup, for sure. Especially with
all right, folks. Let us know in the comments who you think people should start. Jerick McKinnon or Isaiah Pacheco.
Listen to your guy, man. Listen to the guru. I won't do you wrong. Trust me. We all buying mansions on DraftKings this week. I mean, thank you, DraftKings.
Yeah, shout out to DraftKings. Y'all need to sponsor this pod. Need to get y'all on there. Get some sponsorship. Shoot us a DM. But let's move on to their opponent, the Detroit Lions. They finished with 9 wins last year. They started coming on strong towards the end of the year, man. They came in second in the division for the first time since 2017, man. What do you guys think about them, coming out there in 2023? They're going to start off strong? Or, I mean, I guess you guys already said, you think Kansas City's going to win this, but they're going to put up a fight, or
It's definitely
how
gonna be
close?
tough. I think it's gonna be within 3 points. Me personally, like I
Oh,
think it's
wow.
gonna be like a 40,
So your bet is sharp.
100%, 100%. You know what I mean? But we'll get them. We'll get it back. We'll get it back in blood next week. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll spin the block.
Vegas built many a casinos on the back of losers like you.
They don't keep the lights on all night for nothing. That's it.
Still, what do you think about Detroit, man, this year, man?
This year overall, man, I think they might finish around the same record, man.
Same record. You don't think they can take the division this year? They got all the hype this year.
They got all the hype.
Division.
Nah, I don't think. I think it's the Minnesota Vikings division. I think it's theirs to take.
Hold on. Who?
The Vikings. I think it's their division, man. I think it's their divisions to take, man. They had it. They won it 2 years ago.
You seen Kirk Cousins play with the lights on?
I've seen him.
Legs started shaking like a stripper.
Especially on a Monday night, boy. Oh my goodness.
Monday night?
Prime time. My God.
Come on. Check his stats on Monday night.
Yeah, it is quite checkered.
Terrible.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, y'all. Y'all think the Vikings gonna take
I don't
the
like
division?
them. I don't like them as much as Vegas does. DraftKings got them as the fourth highest team to win the NFC. I don't know what's going on here. Like, do you think? I see the Eagles. I see the 49ers. I see the Cowboys. Those are the three ahead of them. But they got them behind. I mean, they got the Saints behind them. They got the Seahawks behind them. They got the Vikings behind them.
Unless it's a catastrophic injury, I feel like it's only like 3 teams that could really win the NFC. Like, it's going to be Eagles, the Niners, or who else? Who could be a third?
Say the Cowboys. I mean, we know you're Eagles fan at heart, but go ahead, say.
I mean,
say what you truly believe.
I ain't gonna say it. I guess T.O. said it, but that team in Dallas.
I don't know how we always do this and talk about these fucking Eagles, but we do it. We talk about the NFC East. We somehow talk about the Eagles and the NFC. Can we move on? Can we please move this on? I don't know how we deviated from this. I didn't see this in the show's notes.
Back to Detroit. Back to the Chiefs and the Lions game. So Jared Goff is projected for 20.6. What do you guys think? Over under? Think that's a good number for him?
Yeah, I see high scoring over here, man.
20.6. Yeah, I see the offensive flourishing in this game. If he goes over, it's not going to be far over. It might be 22, but for the purpose of over under, yeah, I think he hits.
Goff been known for some shootouts, man. He's been known for some shootouts over there. He hasn't always been on the winning side of him, but he puts that numbers.
He's a lot
with Chris Jones
indoors and at home than he is on the road and outside. I mean, it is still September, so maybe the weather is not going to be much of a factor. But when it get cold, Jared Goff.
Lights out for him.
Lights out. All right, moving on. Jahmyr Gibbs projected for 12.7 fantasy points. This is in the half-point PPR. What do you guys think? I don't even know what his role is really going to be yet. It's still pretty early on. I want to see a game or two before I start really giving real insight on Jahmyr Gibbs and what people should do. But what do you guys think about Jahmyr Gibbs and his role in Detroit?
I think it all depends on how. First, I want to see who's the actual person that's carrying the ball, like the first person to get this. Like, who's the starter and actually out there continued on the drive. Like, you can have somebody that's named the starter, like David Montgomery might be the starter or whatever, but then Jahmyr Gibbs gets the next 4 carries on the same drive, and he doesn't touch the ball again.
Yeah,
I want to see Like that's why I'm so excited for football. I want to actually see what's going on and see how this backfield is going to play out. It's a confusing one to me though. Like I see Gibbs as the pass catcher. I see Montgomery as the goal line guy, but I also see Montgomery can also catch the ball. So this one I'm kind of torn on. I'm not even sure. Like I think if anything he needs to score to get to the 12.7, but yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I mean, my honest answer, I have no idea until I watch the game.
Great advice for the people. I don't know. Still.
You gotta be honest, brother.
Oh man.
I would have a heavy interest in his backfield. I drafted David Montgomery in almost every league I'm in. He's a big time running back sleeper for me. Going around 5th, 6th rounds in most drafts. They have him listed as co-starter, and he's the one with the experience. He's a little heavier. He's a bigger back. So rookie running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs at 199, 200 pounds. He may be explosive, but a lot of times it comes down to pass blocking in the NFL, and that's what I'm banking. That's what I'm hoping that he doesn't know how to do yet. That he doesn't have the concept of, at least early on.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So I think it's David Montgomery's job. Hopefully he can hang on to it. He got a better offensive line this year, and he's produced with bad offensive line. So
what do you guys think? I mean, still need an answer from y'all. Over under 12.7 fantasy points this week.
I'm gonna go with under for Gibbs.
Under. CO, can we get an answer from you? Or you still out? You don't know.
If I had a gun to my head, I guess I'd go under. But I go under on Gibbs. Yeah.
All right. So under to me, y'all saying I'm not starting him. You can't give me 12 points. I mean, that's like a start.
If he doesn't score, that's a lot of yards you got rack up for a running back. 12 points.
Yeah. If he gets 12, he obliterates it in my opinion. I think he breaks out for a big run. I'm hearing things that David Montgomery is the goal line back, so anything short yardage might go to him.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna put Montgomery in that Jamal Williams role. Jamal Williams led the league in touchdowns last year. What do you have, like 17? They're mostly short yardage, but he did have a couple 20-yard touchdown runs. But well, what do you guys think about David Montgomery? 11.4 fantasy points.
He got to score. He got to score to me.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing I can think of is Chris Jones is holding out right now, like the star DN for Kansas City. So without him, I think they're ranked 20. I think it was 28th, something like that. With him, they were 4th. Man. So yeah, that could make a big difference in the rush stop in there.
Please do not negotiate. Please don't get it done until week 2.
All right, so you saying sound like you guys both are saying they're both running backs are touchdown dependent to be fantasy viable this week. I mean, I guess you still start them. One of them's going to score. I think it's Montgomery. I think he'll get in the end zone. Like Still said, I think they'll trust him more because he has the experience and he'll be able to pass block. We don't know about Jahmyr Gibbs, picking up, a linebacker coming off the edge. So,
yeah.
But the lock, you must start. Is the next player, the wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, projected for 14.2 points. Over under, fellas, you know the question. The sun god is
going to shine bright on us. I believe. I think he goes close to 20 over here. I see a huge game for him.
Big game.
100, 2 touchdowns, maybe 10, 11 catches, something like that.
Uh-huh. He gets busy. I had him in his rookie year. He didn't really produce like that. He didn't have Goff yet. But last year, he dominated. And he takes a lot of those short passes. He takes them to the house. And he gets a lot of receptions because he catches a lot of balls short. So yeah, I see him over that projection. I do, especially with, I guess Vegas is kind of turning me with this the over under. I do see the game going 37-27 in favor of the Chiefs.
37-27. All right, that's a good game. I mean, y'all know I'm on Rod. That's my guy. I'm mad I couldn't draft him this year because I had people who call him Saint Moss, everything. Like, he was putting fear in people's hearts when they saw him on the docket. But do you think Jared Goff is a good start against the Chiefs defense, or would you pivot and go a different direction?
I like Goff in this game. I definitely start him.
All right, if you had Goff or let's say Deshaun Watson, who you starting?
Goff, without a hesitation, Goff. Like
Still, what say you?
And this week, the Browns play the Bengals, correct?
Correct.
I might have to go with Goff. The only reason I'm thinking about Watson is because I hate starting my quarterback on Thursday night. There's some jinx stuff for me, but yeah.
No, I agree, man. It's
matchup to matchup, I would go with Goff.
Man, rip the Band-Aid off. What are you talking about? You hate starting them on Thursday night. Get it out the way. You know you're having a great week, or you know this week is going to be horrendous. One of the two. Let's go.
It messes up your week early. Like, your week messed up from Thursday.
It's a degenerate dream, baby. Let's get it out the way early. Let's go. Okay?
Let's jump into our next matchup, man. Miami Dolphins versus the LA Chargers, man. What do you guys think? The over-under is 51. T.O., our resident gambling expert.
I mean, just call me degenerate. Just call me a degenerate. Don't call me an expert. I'm more degen than expertise, but 51 over-under. I always feel like the Chargers are overhyped, man. Like, I don't think they get going until about like week 7, 8, something like that. They usually down, and then they got to try and make up, try and get in the playoffs on a late run. So I'm gonna take the under in this one.
Take the under?
Yeah, I don't. They got to get it together first, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I mean, that's two high-power offenses. Like,
yeah,
you went over with Kansas City without Kelce, but this with Tyreek Hill, Eckler.
It's a difference for me. I don't have the same faith in Tua or in Herbert as I do in Mr. Mahomes himself.
Hey, you better not go over 2, or you're not gonna be our gambling expert no more. You know what I'm saying?
There's always next week, brother. You can always take out a loan. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, sound like a true gambler. There's always next week.
I mean, second mortgages are made for a reason, brother.
You guys are sick, man.
Put the house up.
All right, we're gonna jump into the projections now. We got we're gonna start with the Dolphins. We got Tua projected for 23.2 points. What do you guys think? You gonna reach that, man? Chargers defense is okay. It ain't that great. But 23 points for those receivers, I feel like it should easily get that. What do you guys think?
I think as long as Tua makes it through the game, he should.
It's game 1 still, guys. Like, you think you're gonna get knocked out already? Like,
I just worry for the kid, man, because it's not. I'm not trying to say that he's not durable. It's his size, the way he be slinging his little ass, like it just throw him, and it'd be like. So that would be concerning for that's what's concerning.
He got to be on concussion number like 35 now in his career, ain't he? He had like 12 last year, didn't he? I swore last season it was about 12.
Yeah, I think if he get one more, he gotta hang it up. But what do you guys think? Over under 23.2?
I'm going over, man.
Over.
I think it goes over. With those receivers he got, it's gonna be hard for him not to go over. Like, they both can do house calls, man.
See, now, y'all got me confused. He's gonna go over the 23, but it's gonna go under the 51 points. Like, y'all playing with fire.
I said the Chargers don't get it together. I didn't say that Miami wouldn't put up some points.
Oh, okay.
But it's not gonna go over. That's It
won't go over.
Take a while to get going.
I think there's gonna be a DraftKings motherfucking casino in Vegas next.
Trust me, baby. We only lose one bet. We only lose one out the parlay, man. I got you on the rest. Don't worry.
No, I actually have the overs. You know, the over on this game.
You got the over?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's gonna be a shootout.
That's
This is gonna be an absolute shootout. Chargers have Kellen Moore as their offensive coordinator with much better receivers, a better quarterback than he had in Dallas. Yes, I just said that. Herbert is better than Dak Prescott. And he's gonna push the ball down the field to a better overall receiver group as long as they stay healthy. So I'm just definitely over 51. Yeah, Miami with the slant pass, they can catch a slant and take it to the crib. So
this is what I like, baby. Challenge here.
Y'all think Tua is better than Dak? Let us know in the comments, y'all. Still just said it. Let us know what y'all think in the comments.
I did not say that, but okay.
You said Tua is better than Dak.
He said Herbert.
I said Herbert. Herbert got Dak's old office coordinator.
All right, Herbert. Do y'all think Herbert is better than Dak? I mean, Dak about to be out of a job. But let's move on. Tyreek Hill. Cheetah. Going for 2K this year. That's his goal, he says. Projected for 18.2 points in week 1. What do you guys think?
He said it. He said it. We all witnesses to it, man. And I believe him wholeheartedly. I think it goes over.
Over 18? Gonna probably get a buck and a touchdown?
Yeah. Around there. Buck, 20. Depends how many, all it takes a split second, he going to the house. So I see it happen.
It's a wrap.
2 fingers. Yep.
Yeah, I've done that many a times to people. Still, what do you think about?
You gave him the peace sign? That's what you meant to say? You said peace out? You know what I mean? I holler at you. I know you weren't talking about a track meet type of peace out there.
I thought he was a Panther or something, like, peace, brother. Like, because ain't no way he left somebody in the dust.
It was back in the day when he had an afro. He used the pick that had the peace sign.
Bet. I can see that. I definitely can see that.
Over under 18.2 still. What do you think for the Cheetah?
I'm going to go with the under this week for the Cheetah. I think somehow the Chargers is going to queue up a game plan to try to limit him. And I think Waddle goes off. I think Waddle goes.
So you think Waddle's going to score more fantasy points than Cheetah this week?
Yes, I think Waddle goes over 200 this week. I'm going all the way out there. I'm hyped about fantasy. Hey!
Hold on, time out.
You said Waddle's coming off an injury over there, man.
He's going to go for 200 yards?
Buck 80 to 200 yards. Waddle. Jalen Waddle's going to do it.
That's a tall task.
That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm saying. I think Reek has like a buck 10 in the touchdown. And buck 05 in the touchdown because he's seeing coverage towards him. And Waddle goes off. And do that penguin dance around.
He got a little oblique injury. I don't know if he want to run for 200 yards on that one.
I think he might be playing possum. Trust me.
All right, running back room. Raheem Mostert is really the only healthy running back right now. They put Jeff Wilson on IR. Devon A-Chain, he's a little banged up, but he's a rookie. So, do you guys feel comfortable starting Mostert?
I don't feel comfortable starting anybody in this backfield. Yes. I mean,
Mostert, a high-scoring team. Their running back room, like, I can see why they were trying to get Jonathan Taylor down there in Miami. I mean,
yeah, and Dalvin Cook. Don't forget about that too.
Yeah, true. And Dalvin Cook. So Mostert, 11.4 points. It's projected for half-point PPR. Still, let's start with you. What do you think? Is he getting that?
11.4? Nah, I think he finished with like 10.5. I don't know if he gets in the end zone. But Mostert, even though he's an aging running back. I think what is he, 31, 32 years old. He still provides a lot of explosion, and he knows his coach's running system. So, but I still think he's under. I think I'm going with the under still though.
T.O.?
I don't think he's gonna have a chance to. I think it's house calls over here. Like I think it's about 3 of them, and yeah, I don't think they need to score much more than that. Beat those Chargers.
So, I mean, if you think about it, all right, if they get these 3 house calls, then they're going to start, running the rock, milk the clock. You can pick up some cheap yardage then. Still don't think he can hit that 11.4?
No, 11.4. No way. I don't see it. But I could be wrong, man. DraftKings is still in business. I am currently not in the green, so it's up to the listeners, man. You decide.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, y'all, what y'all think. But real quick, who do you think going to score the most points in this matchup between the quarterbacks, Tua or Justin Herbert? What do you guys got? Still, you looking real comfortable over there.
Yeah, I had to chill back. I'm under my
Sleep like so we can have Bernie.
I'm under my Steelers plush over here. I'm always comfortable under my still curtain over here.
Still looking like my grandpa around 10:30 in church service over there,
man. I'm glad y'all let me know that. Let me sit back up there.
Oh man, who scores more points?
I think it's Tua. Like I think the Chargers are going to take a while to get going. I keep saying it. So hopefully, if I say it enough, it'll speak it into existence.
Still, what say you?
I'm gonna go with Justin, man. I'm gonna go with Herbert. I know Tua got the explosive receivers. I think Herbert has the more consistent ones. So I'm gonna go with Herbert this week.
Yeah, I think Herbert too. I feel like one thing y'all missing in that matchup is that dump off to Austin Eckler. He's good for, little dump off, taking it 30 yards to the house, and
yeah,
Herbert getting all them points, those cheap points. But who do you think has better weapons? Miami.
Overall,
yeah.
You putting that Eckler and the
receivers.
Better wide receivers? Miami, by far. Like I think Miami got one of the best wide receiving cores in the league.
You say by far?
Yeah, by far.
I think it depends on your taste. Like I think Miami has the speed that's gonna boom and Chargers got the 6'5" and up possession receivers can kind of dictate the game, and they still have a little bit of exposure too with Mike Williams and Quentin Johnson and Joshua Palmer. That's tough because Miami seems like Miami's receivers are proven. Like Reek, like it's nobody on the field better than Reek. No one.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm gonna go Chargers because of the running back. Because of the running back, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I like Eckler a hell of a lot more than Mostert, Wilson, and whomever else they got in that backfield.
Gotcha. All right, moving on to the Chargers side. Justin Herbert projected for 22 points. Easy over.
Easy over. How is he projected less than 2? Easy over.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the facts. That's why. I mean, just listen to me, man. Listen to me. I'm telling you, the mansion, we're gonna rename it. Okay? It's gonna be Degen Island by the time we done here, baby.
You sure about that?
You sure?
You ain't never.
I don't know. Y'all trusting T.O. out there, y'all?
You ain't never seen a man at the racetrack over there telling you he's gonna hit the trifecta, man. Trust me.
If he got a paper rolled up in his hand, man, go hit it. To stay away from him. But I think Herbert goes over that 22 points. I see him throwing 3 touchdowns, throwing for about 250, 3 touchdowns. I think he can do that.
I can see that.
All right, what about Keenan Allen? He's projected for 11.6 points. His counterpart, Mike Williams, projected for 11, so it's pretty even. What do you guys think about Keenan Allen?
11.6 and a half point PPR. I think he gets it. I think he's
Hell
always
yeah.
good for like. I think he gets like 9. 9 catches.
9 catches.
Round
7
there.
to 9.
Yeah, like round 9 catches. I don't think he's gonna have big yards, but like he'll have like 9 catches, probably 60, 70 yards, something like that.
Still, what do you think? Keenan Allen,
I think
11.2 points. You going over?
yeah, 11 points. Yeah, man. He gets 7 to 10 catches, 80 yards, and possibly he averages about 6 to 8 touchdowns a year. So I think he gets it. I think he gets that easy.
I think he only averages like 4 touchdowns a year.
Is it 4 or 6?
It's usually 4. Mr. Allen,
Yeah.
he's not really a touchdown scorer.
But he gets a lot of catches and a lot of yards. He normally goes over a stack, normally over 100, like near 100 catches.
The biggest thing with him is staying healthy. Like he just,
Yeah, last year.
he's probably played like one healthy season like the last 5 years. Like he's always nicked up and soft tissue injuries. I know hamstring got him for like 8 games a couple years ago. Like it was something crazy.
Last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Last year he came back and then got pulled out after a couple snaps.
Yeah, man. Keenan Allen, this thing is just staying healthy. So what about his counterpart on the other side, Mike Williams, projected for 11 points.
I'm going under.
I don't like it. I'm going under.
Is he a must start? Like, do you think Mike Williams must start out there for the people?
I think depending on where you drafted him at, man. In our league,
Does that matter though?
yeah, because if you drafted him late, that means you may have gotten some receivers earlier in place of him. So you drafted him third round. If you draft in the third round, you expect him to start. You're not expecting to have a question.
You drafted Mike Williams in third round, you're not gonna win. You're ready for next year.
You are definitely taking the L in fantasy this year.
Oh wow, I know that shots are being fired right now. I know shots are being fired right now. Who has Mike Williams in our fantasy league?
If you got Mike Williams in third round,
who has
you done.
Who has Mike Williams in our league, T.O.? And when did they draft him? Please let me know.
Let me pull that up. I'll do some research here. Let me Google it.
All right, well, they're both projected around the same amount of points.
I know who got him.
So,
we all know who got him.
It's a certain co-host with the most,
Listen, I don't want to speak his name. Like the Candy Man, motherfucker. Oh man. All right. Let's move on to news and notes around the NFL, man. Oh man, White Jesus, what's going on? Cooper Kupp out the hamstring injury for this weekend. He was out in Minnesota. I guess getting a second or third opinion on his hamstring. This is looking to be more serious than I first thought. What do you guys think about Cooper Kupp and his hamstring?
Can we stop with this day-to-day bullshit the NFL is on, man? Can we stop, please? I kept seeing Cooper Kupp, re-aggravated his hamstring injury. He's day-to-day. Now they're saying he can't rule out being on IR. He's out week 1. Like, stop. Just stop.
Yeah, like, which one is it, man?
What are we capping for, man? Only dads with bad haircuts, need to have the caps on right now, man.
Taking my out. But yeah, man, hamstring injuries ain't no joke, man. I don't know if y'all want me to give the hamstring story, my legendary softball performance.
Oh, I can give it for you. I had an eyewitness testimony on exactly what happened with this hamstring story. If you'd like to know.
No. Let's say that for another day. The hamstrings ain't no joke. Trust me, man. But yeah, man, and another big star, Travis Kelce, on Tuesday, hyperextended his knee, and now he's questionable for tonight's game against Detroit.
got a
I
question. All right, so you're the Kelce owner, and
am the Kelce
right?
owner out there, y'all.
Are you concerned that it's going to be
Shitting
a
my
long-term injury?
Yes, I'm shitting my pants.
Shit in your pants.
Yes.
I mean, most people that have Kelce had to use a first-round pick on him.
No. But on a serious note, they said just hyperextension. I think it'll be fine. Like, I've heard like, your leg feels a little wobbly for a little while, but then you start to feel okay after like 24, 48 hours. I actually think he might play. Like, Kelsey's, one of those tough guys, he wants to be out there. So I don't know.
AKA, they're gonna take him in the back. I mean, shoot him up with something.
I don't care. He
Some
better
unknown
get his
substance.
ass out there.
If he plays on Thursday, do you start him?
You got to. You got to. You got to start him.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I mean, if I use the first round pick on him, he's taking his ass out there. He's playing. Like, you can't, like, a lot of people, drafted Kelce and either didn't draft a backup or, at this point, like, what's out there on the waiver wire? You're gonna cut somebody from your roster, like one of your sleepers, just for like maybe 1 week or so. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you were a Kelce owner, what do you think the people should do?
It's too soon. It's only 2 days after he banged his, like, after you hyperextend your knee. There's no way you go out there, run routes, and actually catch passes. If anything, you go out there, you be a decoy, and Andy Reid just runs a completely different offense, like, away from you.
He is not going out there.
I'm not starting him personally.
He is not going out there. He is not going out there on Thursday night, fellas.
Over under. Over under if he plays 13 and a half points for Travis Kelce.
Under. Super under.
Still,
even if he scored the touchdown,
Travis Kelce will have 0 points because he is not playing.
He will clock 0 minutes in the game. Don't worry.
He is not playing tomorrow. They will chalk this up. He will be there to get his ring, and that will be about it.
They're gonna make you sweat it out, though. It's definitely gonna be about an hour before the game that they'll announce that he's out.
It was a time.
Line up. Yep. And then you're gonna put him out.
You know what's crazy? It was a time when the NFL was like kind of combating fantasy and didn't want to give out they didn't want to like opine on fantasy or capitulate to them. Now it's like they see the game with it. They know that it's affecting Vegas, it's affecting this, it's affecting that. So they play around with the injuries. Like, he hyperextended his knee 28 hours ago. He is not playing. He's not playing on Thursday, man. He's not.
All right. I think he'll be out there, but all right, so moving on. Both Green Bay wide receivers have hamstring injuries. Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. What do you do if you're owner with one of those two players? Do you try to wait it out, or should you have a backup plan ready to go?
I waited out.
Anybody?
I waited out. Me personally. I don't know. This seems like they doing some mid-season. Like, I was like, wait, both of them injured their hamstrings and at the same time on a Wednesday. Like, it seemed like they just wanted to give them a little rest day over there. Like, I didn't see anything else. Like, it was just a minor injury little alert thing. So
yeah,
I figure if Christian Watson actually hurt himself, it would be big news. Not Romeo Doubs. Like, not too many people are as interested in him as Watson. So I think it's just, they gave him a little massage in the trainer's table, put him on the injury report, let him get the day off, and he'll be out there later in the week.
Yeah.
So I waited out.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. This is, if they both out, like, it's like, how much do people really have invested into both of those receivers with Jordan Love throwing? Like, how much confidence do you guys have in Jordan Love?
Well, Christian Watson was probably like a 4th, 5th round pick. He ended the year pretty good. I think he had 8 touchdowns. He's that real deep threat out there. He's a speed guy. Romeo Doubs a lot later, but I heard he's been having a real good camp. So I mean, they're both, drafted players, and the real question mark is Jordan Love. Like, we really don't know how he's going to be. Like, definitely not going to be Aaron Rodgers, but when when your weapons are banged up already, I mean, makes it even tougher.
Yeah.
You're running for your life out there, man.
Yeah. Moving on, Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs D tackle or DN, still holding out. New contract in sight, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't care. Can I be honest? It's one of those fantasy. It's one of those fantasy moments. News. Like is I don't care. Like if he gets back, he gets back. I'm sure they pay him or something like that. Like who cares? They won a Super Bowl. He won a raise. Give him some money or not.
Yeah. Well, Nick Bosa from the 49ers just got paid today, a huge contract. I think it was like over $100 million guaranteed. I don't know where San Francisco getting his money from, but
before they even signed Bosa, I seen a tweet saying that they were like the worst cap managed team in the league, and then they went and gave Bosa the biggest cap.
I don't understand.
What else? What else is out Cali? Big Tech. They gonna get it together. They gonna figure out a way.
It was still it's still the salary cap in the NFL. I don't know. It's not my money. TJ Hawkinson also got paid, and Joe Burrow is supposed to be signing the largest NFL contract in history pretty soon. I think they're just ironing out some injury guarantees or something like that in his contract before they get that signed. But should Burrow get that contract, the highest paid?
It's always funny to me when I see certain players like he's not labeled as injury prone, is he? Didn't he miss his first year? He's been hurt before. He's been hurt after that. Like other guys get hurt or may have missed some time. They were like, "Yo, we're gonna make you sweat this out to the end of the year or the last year of your contract."
Put him on 8 franchise tags like they're trying to do Lamar.
Yeah, it just be wild. It just be wild, but I guess he has made it to a boy. He is that boy. He is that boy.
You gotta put some respect in his name, man. He took him from the basement to the bowl. Like,
yeah, that's true.
He lucky somebody was on his way out though. It's all good. He came at the right time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, man, we got football tonight or tomorrow or however you guys
Thursday night we got football.
Thursday night, let's say that. Thursday night we got football. Chiefs and the Lions. Last time. Give me a final score, T.O. Chiefs and the Lions.
38-35.
38-35 who?
Chiefs, baby. Patty Mahomes ain't losing. Not on ring night. Not at home. Come on now.
Still, what say you?
I had to modify because 37 not a good number. 35-27 Chiefs.
35-27 Chiefs.
Yeah. Can't be
I'm gonna go.
Still got me winning my money, man. I like that. I like that prediction there.
I'm gonna take the under 27-21 Kansas City.
Okay.
Get this guy checked, man. Get him out of here.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for today's show, folks. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We will catch you guys next week for 3-Man Rush Show. We out.
Man. And
peace out, y'all.
Make sure we all get this mansion by the end of the year, man.